What up, everybody? How you
What's
doing?
good?
Oh my God, how are you living?
Again. I'm good, man.
Yeah,
I'm just happy to be back here.
I know we're back again in the studio.
Same studio.
Same studio.
Yeah.
Same exact studio. You can feel the magic in here,
I know. It smells like semen.
right? It's palpable. You can feel it.
Today I was listening to a podcast, and it was funny because like I want to talk about like how these new rappers, the young ones, like immediately like they get that shine.
Yeah.
Like Sexy Red.
Yeah.
She literally sold out a tour.
I know.
Off of one.
It's
song.
funny though. Have you seen that? Everybody thinks Sexy Red looks like Young Thug.
Yes,
she does.
She
though.
does.
She
said
does
she
look like
doesn't.
Young Thug.
She does, bro. I think
She's
that
a very
is
unattractive woman. I'll be honest with you. She looks crazy.
I don't. Yeah, I'm not.
Tattooed face and shit. I'm not with it.
Yeah.
Sorry, ladies.
I don't like
can't
tattoo faces at all.
I can't do it. Girls that are like have too many tattoos in general, I'm
Yeah.
like that's a lot to do it. There's like certain types that it looks like perfect on, but other than that, it's like fucking
Like suicide girls.
yeah, that type of shit.
Type of
Even then, that's like annoying.
Yeah.
I don't especially like we're in Bushwick right now. I hate that type of like leather tattoo, fucking like giant platform fucking boot
Shoes,
white girl.
yeah.
I can't stand that.
Stink.
There's some of them, yeah, right, stink. We're just walking through this fucking studio.
It literally smells like
the
that's
whole
what it
place
smells
like Suicide Girls. I'll tell you that right now. Smells like the minge of a suicide girl.
Man.
Minge.
Nah, that was crazy though because I was thinking I listened to it and it was like how she sold out and I'm like, dang, off for one track, like what is she gonna do like after that? Just talk about how much like
what? How
dick
much,
she sucked. I don't know.
Cum she
swallowed.
I don't know. My thing is though, I'm happy for her because if we're being honest, this is the last time she's going to be selling out a tour. She's not the type. She doesn't have the energy of an artist with staying power.
She has a time stamp.
Totally. I'm not saying she won't still work in the music industry and shit like that, but like she definitely is not the type of person that's going to be around forever.
For a while. Yeah, I can see that. These are like those one-hit wonders. I mean, but nowadays, to tell you the truth, like money is being thrown away like nothing.
And
like literally, they'll give you a stack just to do or sing something and that's it, and then you'll just keep going with that. She's gonna have probably like a full year. I give her like a year and a half, and we probably, if she doesn't do anything from then on, then yeah, because we seen that with Ice Spice. But the thing about it, everybody was pushing Ice Spice because she was like the what they call that.
She's totally an industry plant.
The industry plant, yeah, she is. You can tell.
You just fucking tell. I don't know
because even her new song, they were saying that it sounds like Fabio Foreign's song. It's the same thing. She's talking about a deli.
Yeah,
but then he was talking about something else, like similar to that, and
they were like, "We need a light-skinned New York girl from the Bronx."
They just want
to
beef.
come out and just spit and do her thing.
It's all about beef.
Because the real thing is, bro, is like this drill rap. It's like it's good for turnover as far as like making money in that way.
Yeah,
but it's terrible because none of them have any staying power.
Nah.
So what I think they really did was they're like, all right. All these guys either die or they go to jail. Let's focus on the women because women never really die or go to jail in hip hop. So they'll make some catchy viral drill song and still be here next year.
But I think they're trying to make something go viral, especially when it comes to these women. Like Ice Spice, right? Think about it like this. She's from the Bronx. Cardi's from the Bronx. I think Cardi was like shouting her out because she was from the BX. She ended up making a song with Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
Then her whole Twitter thing is like, oh, she said something about Cardi. Then she said something about Lotto. And then after that, who has beef with Lotto? Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
So then it's just like they have two songs together.
Well,
so it's like that's what they're trying to do. They're like, oh wait, let's try to see if we could cook up something. The Bronx versus the Bronx.
Yes.
But Cardi's smart,
but
she's not falling into that.
Here's the thing, though. What I'm saying, I completely agree with you. My thing is, they got all that type of like bullshit, like, oh, this person doesn't like this person. They got that from hip hop, but what they're realizing is that when the men do that, one of them dies or one of them goes to prison, and you can't make any more continuous money off of them.
Of course.
So they're like, let's get the women because at most they're just going to argue on Twitter, and they're all going to stay alive, and they're all going to keep making music while their fans decide what verse means what and this, that, and the third.
Wasn't it French Montana that said that these industry folks are putting out life insurance policies on these rappers?
And it makes sense.
It makes total sense.
It makes sense.
I just don't understand.
I can't believe
I get it. Like
I can't even afford life insurance in general.
Bro.
And there's a company just taking life insurance.
I was talking to my boy. I was talking to one of my boys today who actually.
I didn't know you could do that.
And then he's like, I'm trying to figure out about life insurance. It's good to, start figuring that stuff out. And then he's like, yeah, man, you can get something, and you're gonna pay like $400 or $500 a month. And I'm like, wow. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, God dang, like
yeah, you're like,
and that's not even rent. Like, nah, dog, I don't know, man. I can't spend another $5, a half a stack, bro. I don't know.
I didn't know that you can get life insurance on other people.
That's
fucking hilarious.
That's crazy.
That seems like a bit of a fucking racket.
I'm telling you, man.
Because I got a couple cousins that I feel like are on the edge.
Nah.
You know what I mean?
That's
one
funny.
does a little too much of this, another one looks a little sad. Man. About to take out some policies and start, pushing and prodding.
The more you listen to Papa Roach, the closer you have to start figuring out. Like, I think I should put out a $100,000 policy on.
Hell yeah! All the fucking sad ass depressive roommates I've had in Bushwick. Man. I wish I took a life insurance policy on them.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
Because I know a couple of them aren't alive by now. You know what I mean? The white boy shit they would cry about every day. I know it got to them.
What are white boy things that they cry?
I don't know. Fucking everything. Fucking. No quinoa sold at the bodega. Guy's breaking down. He's on his hands and knees screaming.
Oh, man.
Like they just took his wife.
This isn't free range chicken! Oh, man. Yo, well, moving on, I guess. Because, we crunch it right now. But I wanted to, you remember last week we was talking about the whole Trump being arrested and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, Trump. Well,
Rudy Giuliani.
They're all getting got.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Well, I just, all that's interesting. I don't really care about the indictment. I just want to see the merch. I really want to see the merch.
I want a T-shirt.
Bro, those T-shirts,
a T-shirt.
The Trump mugshot is fire. Bro, that was some Amiris, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, that shit.
And just the face that he made, though.
Shot with the Amiris, nigga.
Like, put the camera up. Put the camera up. He was just like, he was so, he looked like a light-skinned dude, bro.
He looked like
he was looking like a Drake. Like, eyes all squinty, like, yo, bro, with his lips, bro, that was that Drake energy right there.
He looked like one of those rappers, like, when a rapper is about to perform a legendary track, and for somehow their levels are never right at the beginning of the song. They're like, yo, turn my music up.
Turn me up.
Turn me up in this bit.
That was one of the best sketches.
That's what Donald Trump is like right now.
Dude, I love that
Turn me up.
What was it that Dave Chappelle, his character, got shot in the ear 9 times? Turn me up, nigga, I can't hear you. No, I'm serious, nigga. I can't hear you. That was the whole album. Shout out to Dave Chappelle, man. Oh, man, I wanted to get some tickets to go see him, man. But,
He's
but
great.
yeah, with the whole thing with Donald Trump, dude, I don't know. I think this is it. I think this is going to be like the first president that gets knocked.
I
think so. Because think about it. It's not just one person. It's a bunch of people.
It's mad heads, yeah.
But you think these people ain't going to snitch on him? Like, yeah, man, he told me to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all Trump this, Trump that. We love him and everything. Now think about it.
But I'll say, though, like, Trump is the one nigga that, like, all right, so he gets knocked. Like, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, this nigga, he's the type of person that, like, if he comes out of jail, this nigga can still be president. Yeah. Like, Trump is like Boosie. You know what I mean? Funny. This nigga comes out of jail. He's like Bobby Shmurda. Yeah. Like, he comes out of jail and niggas is like, what is he going to do next?
Probably
like,
some more merch.
What is he going to do
next? Take a picture of me and leaving this place.
There could definitely be a military coup with Trump at the helm of it because he went out. That's the thing with niggas like him. Like, Trump is like a white Charleston White.
That is a funny way.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's like a white version of Charleston White, where it's like Charleston White points out like bum ass rappers and shit. Yeah. He points out like other politicians.
Bum politicians.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just like gets on him like he's a snake, he's a liar.
Yo, he OD'd. There was like, I think he said something like, there was like, oh, what do you think about Chris Christie? Is he a stand-up man?
He's a fraud.
He was like, I don't think anything about Chris Christie. You say that he's a stand-up man, but he can't even stand up at all?
Yeah.
I mean, look at the guy. He's overweight. And I'm like, yo, this
Yo, he is.
Yo.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yo,
like,
I think I'm going to miss a lot of that.
And he's one of those dudes, though, that I feel like he has that energy, And like people don't want him to get indicted. A lot of these people don't want him to get indicted and shit. So he's the type of person that I feel like if he does, it might make his fan base even stronger. Like niggas will be like, yo, they threw him like he really is like a rapper, dog. Yeah, like he's that type of nigga. Like remember when Meek was in jail?
Oh wow, you said what? I said Meek. That is hilarious because I was thinking about that. Like, yo, rappers that came out and they had like OD clout. Yeah. I mean, Meek, he had a fan base, but then Meek started bugging out. But let's say Wayne.
Yeah.
When Wayne went in and he was recording from the cell, what makes you think Trump ain't gonna be like, hey, yo, call CNN, MSNBC. I would have spit some quick fire. The quick 16.
For real,
the quick 16, let the people know what I'm doing. Shout out, Boozy. Free C murder.
Bro, after Trump gets out of jail, he's doing Vlad.
Oh, man, come on. Man.
How long you think? I think 1 or 2 weeks.
He is.
1 or 2 weeks until he's doing Vlad.
He's going to do a podcast tour.
I'm serious, though.
I would love to have
Vlad is the first place Donald J. Trump is going. I swear to God, this nigga is doing Vlad or $1 million worth of game. He's definitely doing Vlad.
I think he'll do Joe Rogan
because Vlad's crossover enough.
I mean, well, for for the culture,
for criminals, like
I think
Vlad interviews rappers and white criminals.
That is fun. Yeah,
you know what I mean. So like,
that's true.
He might be in that realm.
Rappers who are incriminating themselves.
Yes, and like white, like
I can see that.
And the cream of the crop of like white criminals.
That's fun. Yeah,
it's not just like some petty shit. It's like no, this guy was like he
stabbed the guy.
Yeah, he's like the main drug lord of like all of the Northeast or some shit.
That's crazy.
That's who Vlad interviews.
I mean, I'm pretty sure like everybody is like still like stand with Trump. Because like this guy Ronald. The heck? I was gonna say Ronald Reagan. Oh my gosh, I just said his name. The mayor from New York, past mayor, Rudy Giuliani.
Yeah.
He's like, oh yeah, that he's still gonna stand up with the guy, with Trump and stuff like that. But he got denied, or he lost 2 cases, in Georgia already. So they had to basically he was talking about this woman and her daughter. But they were part of like the whole, election stuff and everything. And he was like, that he can't speak her name anymore. So like basically it's like, dang, now you can't speak your innocence using these 2 individuals. Now you got to go to someone else. A defamation lawsuit. He lost 2 of them, for the daughter and for the mother. So this is what's going to happen. I think these people are going to start losing a lot of defamation suits because everything was a lie,
Yeah.
So then now it's like, okay, either you're going to keep lying and the defamation lawsuits are going to keep going more and more, and you don't have money to pay this. Because I think he owes them like millions, like $2 million.
Oh, wow.
And he doesn't have it.
Oh, wow.
So it's like either you keep paying millions or you got to speak against the dude.
Yeah.
And even if that, I think even when Trump gets like, when he gets indicted on, that's like 90-something charges.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know what's gonna happen.
They hitting him like thug.
They hitting him like thug. You know what a RICO? A lot of people don't understand what a RICO is.
They hitting that man like thug.
Bro. And they gave him a bond and everything. But I think they're doing this for show. I still like. Hey, I'm still like this. Maybe he's gonna get arrested. Maybe not. Maybe they're gonna just do something that he needs to pay a fine and call it a day. They're gonna try to figure something out, whether it's his health, mental health, or
he's not going into jail. I think it's just one of those things where, I don't know. They might do some like old school fucking like political shit like Napoleon, where they just like put him on an island to be exiled forever.
That's funny.
Like I can see that.
Imagine on Epstein's island, but no girls,
but no children,
no children, no underage children.
It's like a genie's wish.
He's like, what is this?
Put me on Epstein's island. And he was like, I put you there with no children.
No! That's so funny.
No, all the pussy is of age. No!
I think it was, I seen something like that. I don't know if it was called like the PC Genie or something like that. And the guy was like, that he wants a bigger penis. He wants the biggest penis in the world. So the genie just shrunk every other man's penis. So his dick was still small. And he was like, So he did have a small, like, big. It was something like that. I can see that happening to Trump.
Fucking hysterical.
That is hysterical.
I also just enjoy the idea of like Rudy Giuliani standing tall. You know what I mean? The fact that Rudy stood tall, Gunna did it, but Rudy did?
Rudy did. That is crazy.
And this nigga like practically invented the RICO. And it has me thinking in a conspiracy theory way almost like, yo, did Rudy just invent the RICO to see if hood niggas were thorough or not?
That's
like, did he just make that shit just to see? He's like, I gotta apply pressure because this nigga, I don't think he really about that life. Let me apply this pressure, bro.
Yo, Rudy deadass gotta get on the camera.
Bring in that Genovese nigga.
Yo, Rudy literally gotta get on camera and be like, yo, I'm 10 toes.
That's
all he gotta say. I'm 10 toes. Rudy 10 toes? That's his name. Rudy 10 toes, bro. Rudy 10 toes.
That's the episode.
Am I lying?
Rudy
That's that
10
Rudy
toes.
10 toes, baby. How you?
Rudy 10 toes.
Everybody from almost like a lot of people from YSL is like, yeah,
all turned over.
They turning over and
they all
gonna.
turned over.
But Rudy 10 toes
still out here.
Still out here
Still
cooking,
out here on the
bro.
block. This nigga outside.
Still out here cooking.
I'm outside.
I'm outside. Ink melting and everything. I'm outside, baby. I'm outside. Hey, yo, throw some bombs for Rudy 10 toes. We holding it down. It's Hot 97. Funkmaster Flex, baby. Yo, for real. I can hear Flex. Say word, bro. Am I lying? Rudy 10 toes?
He's restarting that song at least 20 times.
Oh, come on. Yo, what song was your child? Yo,
he's playing Otis.
That. It was
he's
Otis.
playing Otis.
Like 30 minutes.
You know, they clocked it. Yeah, they clocked it. It was like 25 minutes or some shit.
That is insane.
This nigga would not let the song finish. He started it over and over.
Flex is on the. He be on something.
I remember that though.
He's healthy now, so he be on that kale juice or something.
I know, bro. It's crazy.
That's funny though. But Rudy 10 toes, baby.
Rudy 10 toes.
Yo, shout out to Rudy. I like that. That is the
Rudy
name.
10 toes.
Rudy 10 toes, bro. You ever met a Rudy 10 toes? You ever had a Rudy 10 toes, bro?
The only Rudy 10 toes you can really count on is yourself, man.
Ooh.
Dropped a bomb.
Hey, yo.
False prophets.
Yo, I'm out. I'm out. This man's spitting gems. This burning in here. It's fire.
Facts.
Say yourself.
Yeah, that's it. No, man. I really don't know. You know what? No, I do know Rudy 10 toes. This is my guy. I actually bumped into him back in town and everything.
Yeah. I think I know who you're talking
I was at a bar and shit, right? And so back in my town, Scotch Plains, suburban like place or whatever, right?
Okay.
Senior year, we used to have, like, I'll be real with you, bro. We used to have these like wild parties, bro.
Yeah.
Like teen movie parties. Like, you know, some kid, like, it's an entire house. It's like 100 kids in this person's house, and everybody's getting fucked up, whatever, right? And the cops will come, whatever, right? So one night, this is before I was really friends with this guy. I used to be I'm still friends with this dude. His name's Alex. So this is before I used to be friends with him, was cool with him and everything. But apparently he had a party at his house. Maybe this is junior year, sophomore year or something. So a little smaller. Yeah. But the cops ended up getting called at his house, right? So like the cops like came in, like mad niggas was hiding and shit. Yeah. Like a bunch of niggas ran, and a bunch of niggas were like hiding in his
Project
house.
X type joke?
Yeah. It was crazy. So like Matt, it wasn't as big. I have another story of that. I'll tell that right after.
Yeah.
The second one, it was crazy. And I actually went to prom with this girl too. It's fucking crazy. But so like cops come in, whatever, and it's like, you know, it's fucking white suburban like type cops. Yeah, they don't give a shit about warrants, nigga. They walking right in. I know your mom. They don't, but they just be saying shit.
Because it's a small town.
Because it's a small town. Like, says like maybe he does. So this nigga, you punking everybody.
He probably does know the mom.
He probably do. Yeah.
Go ahead. But the milkman.
Yeah, right.
Officer Milk.
It's like, where the sun hide? That's crazy. But yeah, so a bunch of people ran off. A bunch of people were hiding, right? So the cops come down. They're like, they don't even search really for anybody. They're like, all right, everybody come out. So like mad heads came out, like mad people, right? Yeah. Nobody got arrested, but it was just like, get the fuck out. And also everybody's like parents got like told, like anybody who came out, you know? Really? So mad people was in trouble, bro. It was like 40 kids in trouble. Hilarious. You ever had a weekend where 40 children were grounded at the same time?
That's insane.
Hysterical. It's a ghost town outside.
That's some burbs thing, man. Y'all dudes in the burbs be always doing that, man.
Niggas be grounded, bro.
Yo, man.
But here's the thing. Let me finish this. Sorry, I keep getting distracted.
Yeah.
It's the white claws. You know, it's the it's the Caucasian claws out here. But basically everybody came out, right, and everybody's getting in trouble, including my boy Alex, whose house it was. He got in trouble. Everything, right?
Dang.
And then so
There was booze.
yeah, everybody was drinking, smoking weed and shit too. You know,
Where was
real
his
shit.
parents? I know
They were out. They were just out. Like, you know, it was just one of those like, yo, you know, some Jaquan shit. Nigga.
Yeah,
Everybody
yeah.
in the club getting tipsy. Nigga.
That's
come
crazy.
through. We used to do wild shit like that. I had a couple times too, but
The way you say it. But go ahead.
so everybody left, right?
Yeah.
Shit gets quiet, and lo and behold, one nigga comes out of the back and rises from the cushions like the Great Pumpkin. This nigga, you remember that shit in the Peanuts movie?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With the Halloween shit, with the Great Pumpkin where he comes over the
Yeah.
pumpkin patch. That's this nigga. He rose out of the fucking shit, right? And no one's going, even my boy Alex, whose house it is, he's not there no more. This nigga.
No.
And who is it but young Rudy Tentos,
Rudy Tentos.
a.k.a. my boy Steve Manzi.
That is such a suburban white name. Manzi? Oh, my God.
And this nigga, bro, he just like came out. He waited mad long. Came out, bro. It was like, no one's here. And just went home.
Oh, man. That's insane.
Rudy Tentos.
Rudy Tentos, bro. I would have done,
Rudy
yo.
Tentos.
That's funny, man.
Walked out of that shit on some Reservoir Dog shit, bro.
Man.
Everybody else got shot.
He
This
was
is the
like,
one
I ain't let
nigga.
nobody tell me when I'm leaving.
He's still holding the bag.
But how you in your man's crib, though? That's the funny part about it. What if the moms would have came home?
Because it takes a little bit of audacity, right?
Yo.
Because it does take audacity to be
Yo,
like, all right, this nigga's not here and I'm still gonna stay.
Man, that is insane.
I'm still gonna stay. Bro, crazy. So that was one. That was the Rudy Tento story. And then the other story was this girl, I'll say her name. Her name was Michelle and shit. Really cool. It was like senior year, like I said, like junior year, like here's my thing, right? So I hung out with like a bunch of like white kids. They're all mad cool and shit.
Yeah.
Right. But Rabideau was like cooler. My friend Rabideau was the one who was like the go between. Like he knew them since like middle school.
Right.
Because I grew up on that side of town, then moved once middle school hit.
Yeah.
And I was on the other side of town. So whatever. So he knew all them. We got invited. But so like senior year, mad crazy wild parties. So this was one of them. We go over to this girl Michelle's house. She's really cool. It's fucking packed out. Like people on the main floor, people down below. Some people, she has like her room upstairs, so no one's really up there. But niggas just smoking outside, rolling up in the living room. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wild shit, like TV shit, right?
Yeah.
Even back then, I was like, "This is not natural." I was like, "This is suburbia on steroids." You know,
Like, you knew something was like,
yeah. I was like,
about
"This
to
is
happen.
weird." I was like, "This is like a movie."
Yeah.
And bro,
God damn.
I swear to God, I think I might have been. I'm pretty sure I was like in her living room or like her kitchen, and all of a sudden, bro, a fucking cop came to the door, and literally, and I'm telling you, there's a solid like at least 50 to 60 like kids in her house, right?
Yeah.
So that happened, bro, and just like it was like almost like when mice, like you see like a mice infestation,
Yeah.
or some shit, and it's like a billion of them scurrying away, and it's
yeah.
like that. It was just like that. It's like somebody turned the lights on with a mouse infested like house or something,
And that's it.
And just bro, it's like 60 kids booking it out of the back of her house through her one like door to the backyard. So I don't know how, but no one got trampled. But like kids were like jumping. She has like a back deck, a small backyard, but like a little back deck thing, whatever. Kids jumping over it, fucking just flying, bro. Just like, I don't give a shit. I'm getting out of here. Fucking wild shit. And then so I lost all like my friends. It was like me, Rabideau, my boy Jason. We all stuck together because we just were always just like a unit.
Yeah.
So we're in the woods, bro. So like I forget what I was doing. I might have even been talking to her because we went to prom, whatever. And I used to be like into her and all that shit. But yeah, so I dip out. I'm in the woods and shit, and I'm calling for like Rabbit. I'm like, psst, psst, that type of shit. And we found each other. Jason found each other, and then we call like our boy Alex or whatever. And he's like, yo, I'm in the car. Where the fuck are you at? Where the fuck are you at, bro? And he's like calling all his friends and like, you know, blah, blah, blah. And like, we're like, yo, we're behind the JCC, the Jewish Community Center. It's like the YMCA, basically. So we're like, yo, we're behind the JCC. Yo, come get us. He's like, all right, bet. I got you. Comes up in his Chevy Blazer. Nigga was whipping it hard as fuck. You know, he's like, bro, it's like he whipped it so hard, back door popped open. Get in. Get in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We dove like head first, all of us, bro. Shit closed. Burp.
Got booked.
We out there, bro. And then we just spent the rest of the night. We were all fucked up too. It was wild, fucked up. Like, yeah, it was like one of those like keg parties. So everybody just crazy fucked up. So he's hammered, drunk. So
driving?
Yeah. Nigga was out. Nigga was out. So we were just like hammered as fuck. We're calling everybody because everybody just got split up.
Yeah.
It's like 90 people that did shit. Everybody just got split up. So it's like, yo, what the fuck? And we just ended up going to like a diner or some shit. Just crazy. Getting like, we were still just fucked up and we just got a bunch of burgers and just ate and just laughed about how we escaped her house.
That is funny.
And it was legendary. Those two things, Steve Manzi doing that and her house was
Mo Money Manzi.
Mo Money
and
Manzi.
Rudy 10 Toes.
Yeah.
Was homie with was it the one that was driving?
My boy Alex.
Alex?
Yeah.
Shit. AC Alex, man. RC like, Alex.
This nigga.
Yeah. That's crazy. I always wanted to like experience that type of stuff like that. Project X type of party stuff.
It was crazy.
You know the hood.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing that happened one time, I remember, oh my gosh, this is crazy. It was my homegirl's, I think it was her party, and she invited all of us from high school. A bunch of us from high school, a bunch of people that she knew, to her brother's crib. So her brother lived like downstairs. This is the projects, mind you. So her brother lives downstairs or something like that. And we went there. Everybody was cool. Everybody was chilling. The living room, everybody had a corner. You know, like, I don't know, like over here.
Yeah.
Whenever, you know, you had a crew and everything, you had a corner. I know what you mean.
You have your
you
little...
stay in your corner, you got your bottle, you just like, you know, foot on the wall chilling until you find a shorty like, you know, that's what it was.
Same thing.
Yeah. So
I'll be honest,
it was like, how old was I? I think I was like 19 or something like that. So next thing you know, we chilling, and then I say what's up to the brother because, you know, I kind of knew of him because we were all raised in the projects together.
Yeah.
So, mind you, there was a lot of dudes. I'm talking about 16 to like, I think it was like 16 to like 24-year-olds, 25, let's just say, in there. Everybody's drunk, high, whatever.
Wait, 16-year-olds?
16-year-olds at this
to
party.
24.
To 24, 25-year-olds.
And how many of the people in general was there?
It was like, that's what I'm getting. It was like about, I want to say it was like 30 to 40 people.
That's a solid amount.
Like, you saw my living room. My living room is not that big. So imagine my living room trying to fit 40 people.
Oh, damn,
and it curls to like my hallway
that's
and
packed
kitchen.
To shit, bro.
So somebody
Niggas better be rocking some deodorant in that bitch.
Yo, no, for real. So in his apartment, the bathroom door is here, bedroom door is here, another bedroom door is here. I think we remember who the person was. I just can't remember it like that clearly. Somebody this dude went into the bathroom because he had to throw up. So he threw up in the bathroom. Mm-hmm. Mind you, brother comes out with a gun. Her brother, everybody get the fuck out. I'm going to shoot every one of y'all right now. Everybody started booking it. And he had mind you, he had a little tiny pistol. And then, you know, like not even an automatic, just a little thing where you cock back. 20, and I'm like, you know, look like a tutu in his shoes. And yo, he was like, get the fuck out. And we on the corner. And then we on the corner and everything, and then I'm just like, and then he's screaming like I didn't take him serious. Yeah. But everybody was running home like, yo, we gotta leave. There's a gun. And I'm like, yeah, y'all don't even know what's, you know. Yeah. And we there chilling too. He's like, yeah, too. And then my boy Kel was like, I know you ain't talking to me with that small gun. Like, yo, he was saying, because we was like, bro, you're not gonna kill us. You're not
Once
gonna
you get popped, nigga, your boy Kevin would have been like, I guess
like. Nah, so homie came out with the gun like, yo, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm about to shoot everybody. Whoever he said, I don't care who it was. One of y'all niggas threw up in my daughter's crib. Dude that came out thought it was the bathroom and he threw up in the crib, bro.
Oh my God.
And I was like, yo, you serious? And that's when everybody was like, yo, let's book it.
Talk about a Project X party.
Yeah, it's not, homie wasn't mad. Nah, he was mad. That's just, mind you, I think it was a newborn baby or something. Or a couple of months.
On top of the baby?
I was thinking about that too. I never asked her. I'm gonna hit up one of them and be like, yo, baby, get thrown up.
That's what you use that for,
bro. Vomit. It was a young cat, and
who threw up on my son?
That was insanely, it was messed up, but it was so funny.
That's crazy.
It was so funny. We ended up leaving because we tried to jump to another project party.
Yeah.
And this one was full of, you thought it was 30, 40. This one had like 80 heads. Bro, you couldn't move in there.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, we out, man.
Yeah,
we went to go chill at my boy's crib and that's it. But that was like one of the funniest like house parties I went to, bro.
You wanted to go to a Project Expert. Bro, somebody threw up on a baby.
A baby?
Yeah. I think you went to enough cool Project X parties.
Cool, man. Let me tell you something, bro. Like, honestly, like, I think about all the stuff, like all the parties we went to. I think that one had to top everything just because of that energy that homeboy came out with. And, like, you know, everybody was scared, but I was just like, is that a gun? And I'm drunk. I'm like, is that a gun? Oh, snap. Yo, he's about to kill somebody.
That's
you know, because we was there. And me and my team was on the corner. But, yo, to vomit in a crib, yeah you on something else, bro.
Well, talk about your boy was definitely Rudy Tentos.
That's what
your boy was definitely Rudy Tentos.
Killer Cuz, that's Rudy Tentos right there. That's the Rudy Tentos. When he was like, you ain't shooting nobody with that small gun, you ain't talking to me. When he said that, I looked at him, I'm like, you know we ain't strapped.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He is ready to take that.
we in this man's house.
Yeah.
I don't care though. And then like, yo, what's funny is that when we left, he started talking to Shorty that invited us, my homegirl. Like, I don't care who your brother is, but he better never pull out a gun on me. If he ain't gonna use it, he better not pull it out. He said it's mad stuff. He was gonna come back. I mean, he never did.
Yeah.
But I mean, because it's out of the angle. But that's a Rudy Tentos right there. When I seen that, I was like, man, I know, I got a good team around me.
That's wild,
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, man. That's like Crip Mac.
Yeah, none of my friends ever threw up on a baby. We got just short of that. We had plenty of keg parties, got just short of throwing up on a baby, though.
Yeah, house parties, when you were young, house parties was like...
Oh, yeah. Was a joy, right? Remember all those drinks that you used to be able to drink, like Mad Dog 2020?
Bro, 99 Bananas, Devil Springs.
Oh, my God.
We had this one, oh, my gosh, because we only had like $12.
Yeah.
And we got a liter of charcoal vodka.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It was vodka that was filtered with charcoal. And I was like, how are we drinking this?
That does not sound good.
But when you're young... I remember we used to stand in front of the liquor store asking people, like, yo, can you buy this? Can you buy this? Sometimes people were like, hey, yo, get your young ass out of here. What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yeah, like you wasn't young, you know?
Stop being a hater.
But then now when I see that, I'm just like, I ain't helping you, bro.
Yeah,
like,
I'm not buying your shit.
I can't do it, man.
Especially when the kid, it's always the youngest kid in the world.
It's the youngest one.
It's like someone who's like 14.
Yeah.
It's definitely like a McLovin type.
Literally.
Excuse me, sir. Can you buy us some alcohol? It's like, God fucking damn it.
Yo, shout out to Super
fucking, I know, right? Can you believe that movie is like over a decade old?
I thought they said it was...
It's like almost 15 years old by now.
I thought it passed 15.
Probably more than 15 years old.
Yeah, I think it's almost 20 years old. Or if that.
It's probably like 17. Because
like, let me see, 20.
Because I graduated high school in 2009. I feel like that movie came out in like late 2007. You know?
You graduated 2009.
And that movie was huge for me.
07.
I never stopped watching that shit.
So I was 18. Yeah,
and I feel like it came out like late 2007 though, like, you know, like the summer of 2007.
I think it did go, yeah, I think it was after high school for me.
Yeah, so it's probably right after high school or some shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just remember that movie was so fucking great.
That's crazy. That was a Rudy Tentos right there. McLovin was a Rudy Tentos.
McLovin was such an unlikely Rudy Tentos.
Yeah.
Because he was the shaky type of dude, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he held it down.
You know what's crazy though? He got the most play in the movie too. He did. I have a friend like that.
Yeah.
Eddie. Eddie, I kid you not. Eddie, when me and Eddie and my brother started chilling, Eddie was like this.
Yeah.
Now you see Eddie, he's a little more, stocky. Yeah. Eddie was the skinniest dude ever.
Really?
He used to always wear a beanie, even in the summer, like 90 degrees outside, always had this beanie on, like Ed and Eddie.
Hilarious.
And I kid you not, he was just pulling shorties.
Really?
He had something about him that shorties loved. And everybody in the crew, mind you, you got like good looking dudes in the crew, not saying nothing about Eddie, but out of all of us, they picked him. That is stupid.
I'm not trying to say nothing about Eddie, but that nigga's ugly as fuck.
No, but my whole thing was that. I'm just like, and he knows it too. I'm like, bro, I don't know how you do it.
That's funny.
I just don't know how you do it. He was the random dudes that he wasn't funny, but he just said funny things.
Yeah.
Like it was so random. Like right now we're talking about Rudy Ten Toes, right? And then we're having a conversation about Giuliani. This dude would get on that mic and be like, "Hey, you ever put your feet in apple pie?" And then you're like, "What?" And then mind you, his voice. He sounds like Bert from the Sesame Street.
That's
it's
hilarious.
the funniest thing, bro. But he was a McLovin that I had in my life, man.
That's
and
funny.
even shout out to him. He got a shorty, baby and everything. He's expecting his second one.
What's up? Is he the what is it? The Black Israelite nigga you were telling me about?
Nah. This is the dude with the glasses. Eddie, he came to the comedy show one time with my cousin.
Oh
with the
yes.
glasses.
Yeah. Okay.
Eddie,
Sorry,
Eddie.
my bad. I got mixed up.
Yeah.
Tell me about a lot of your
Yeah, I have a whole character full of
Dude,
people,
it's
man. The people
cracking me
that
up.
I got some weird friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel that. We all do, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've been dealing with some weird shit like that. Like I actually bumped in. Like I was talking to you about that dude Alex. I actually bumped into him and his girlfriend, like longtime girlfriend. I know her too.
Right.
Like literally like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Or some shit. And that was weird as fuck. Because I'm not gonna lie, it was a long ass day after work and doing construction and shit.
Yeah.
I'm just listening to my fucking cell phone. I haven't seen this guy in years. Definitely. I mean, like I saw him like after high school, sure.
Yeah.
But it's been like probably like 4 years.
Right.
5 years.
Right.
And it's one of those things where it's just like we just like bumped into each other while we were like right in front of each other.
Yeah.
So it's almost kind of awkward, and I kind of feel bad for it.
Yeah.
Because it's like I'm so not in the mood to like talk.
Yeah.
And I don't have anything to say.
Yeah.
Because life is so open ended. I haven't seen you in so long.
Yeah.
There's nothing that we can talk about in this 5 minutes.
Yeah.
That's going to make up for anything. So, and I said that all with like a look, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I'm still like talking to him, small talk, but I was just kind of like, can we end this?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I hate that feeling.
But I felt bad because I'm like, I do want to know more about you. It's
I
just
don't
not.
know what to say right now.
I don't know what to say right now in this moment, right here, right
'Cause
now.
It's been a while.
Because it's been so long.
Yeah.
But if we had like an hour,
Oh, I hate that.
bro, we'd kill it.
Yeah.
What
yeah.
is that? That awkwardness.
That awkwardness that happened
of
to
like
me.
we used to be so close, but
Yeah.
now since we're not, I
Yeah.
don't know if it's a fuck you. I don't think it's a fuck.
I think nah, it's not, bro. It's just like
It felt like a fuck you, but it wasn't a fuck you.
it's kind of like
I hope it's not. I hope you don't think it's a fuck you.
Nah. It's not that. It's just you haven't seen homie in a while. It's like, yo, you're brand new, so I really don't know you that much. I know
Yeah.
you, but I
But
don't know you.
Yeah.
Because that happened to me with my man's, my man's his friend, and shout out to Alex. He's a cool dude, and oh Manny, how you been and everything, and he's trying to talk to me. Man, I'm good. How you been? Oh, I'm great, man. I just got married. Wow, that's great, man. I live in Queens. Like, I just don't know what to say.
Yes,
And it just confused me, and I was just like, all right. And then it was kind of like I faked that somebody called me.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, yo, let me go here real quick. Yo, I'm gonna chat with you in a second. Never came back to the dude.
Oh my god.
He went back. He went inside to talk, with people, and we was just outside. I just didn't know what to do. It's awkward.
It can be awkward no matter how like much you love somebody. Because he was a dude that I really did like a lot. He's definitely one of my boys. You know what I mean? But it was just one of those things where it's just like, it's just been so long.
Yeah.
And of all times, it's like I am so fucking beat, bro.
Yeah.
It's not even like, hey, I'm on my way to like do something cool.
Yeah.
I'm dirty.
Yeah.
That's another thing too. It's like you and your girl are like obviously doing some sort of like coupley type thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And it's like now you're seeing me and I'm ashy, I'm dirty,
Yeah.
I stink.
Yeah.
You
probably think I'm homeless at this
yeah, you
point.
probably think I'm like homeless or some shit.
Yeah.
And it's also like, I moved out of like New York. I mean, I moved out of New Jersey, right after like high school pretty much. And since then, I kind of just been the guy doing comedy.
Yeah.
So like for them to see me like that as well too, I think was like a bit of an ego thing of like, and then I'm telling them that I just moved back home. So I'm like, what do they think about that? So it's just so much. And especially the fact that we just didn't have time.
Yeah.
And even if they wanted to catch up at that time, I didn't have any money. Now I do, but it was just like, oh fuck, and it just felt like I was just like, I wanted to hit him up. I was like, I should text him and be like, hey, it was good seeing you, and like try to rekindle something. I probably will like later today or something. But I just like, I don't know, it just went by.
It's kind of He probably thinks the same thing. Like, dang man, it's been a while, you know. Because I would understand that. Like,
no, he was one of the homies. Like, if I ever came home, and I'm talking years after doing stand up.
Yeah.
If he was in town and I was in town, we would smoke weed together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was the homie. He was a good dude.
There was this one dude that I heard. He was like, I think that he said that, yo, I just started telling people, listen, dude, we don't need to do the small talk. We can sit here and just enjoy what we're seeing. And if you find somebody you're going to talk to, like, you can stand next to me. We just don't need to do the small talk.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that. Like, sometimes I don't say I don't want to do the small talk. I just keep conversation short.
Yes, but you know, I will say about that, though, I think there's certain people who are like, you ever meet those people who are like, I don't like small talk. And it's kind of like, fuck off. Yeah. The small talk is how you earn the big talk.
Yeah.
You know, so there's, I think in the exact context that I'm talking about, of like me and my boy, I think you're right.
Yeah.
But I think...
in situations like that, you don't need... because then it's just... you're creating an awkward conversation. That's not what you want to speak about, whatever I'm saying. You don't want to know if I put my feet in apple pie, like Eddie would say. You don't want to know that. But you just, you know, it's tough because it's like, you know, it's been a while, man. Yeah. But to me, I'm good. I'm a talker. I like talking to people, period.
I do.
But there's situations that I'm just like that, man.
Yeah, and they were on their way to do something. Like they were on their way to meet somebody else for like drinks or dinner or something. Yeah. So it's like, what can I say in this small amount of time?
You got IG? Can I follow you? I know I'm in a rush right now. I know you with Shorty. I don't want to ruin it. You got IG where we can link up, you know? We can, You know, Uber Uber passengers be doing that to me.
Really?
Oh, man. It's just so awkward. They'll be like, they'll come in, hey, Sam, hey, what's up? Manny, yeah, okay, how you doing? Oh, I'm doing good. How about you? Or how, you know, I always go, oh, and yourself? Oh, I'm great. Now what? I'm like, good. You know what I mean? That's all I say.
Can I ask you, though? And this is, I've always wanted to know this.
Yeah.
And this is a little bit of a peek behind the curtain of Uber drivers and Uber passengers. Right? But like, when somebody walks into your car, do you want to speak to them or not? I need to know.
Me? Yeah. I really don't. Okay. I really don't. I let other people, like, if the conversation is good.
Yes. Yeah.
I'll let it go. You know, like I'll give you the story. Like with me and Shorty, when I first met Jaylene, this was funny. Mm-hmm. Like, her friend was the one that was chatting away.
Okay.
You know what I mean? She was like the quiet one, but then it's just like, you know, sometimes it's like you hear somebody say something. She was saying little things, and I'm like, oh, I can feed off of that.
Yeah. I can say this.
So I can. If the person seems interesting, I want the conversation.
Got you.
But then I just want you to hold it with me.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I'll give you a better story. There was this one guy.
Okay.
Dude from England. He's a professor and everything, and he was a professor in history and stuff. And I'm just like, wow, this is
the English dope. Are interesting to listen to, just
just because of the accent. Yeah, I was just like, you know. And he was like, do you want to stop here? I just want to pick up a coffee.
I drink Milo, but this is Ovaltine.
I like water. Milk gives me gas, the bubbling. But the dude was having a great conversation. And I felt like the conversation was almost over because we were talking about history, just specific things in history. Yeah. And I look at the time and I'm like, dang, I got to do for like 20 minutes. What can I pull out for 20 minutes? And in the back of my mind, I'm like, all right, how can I stop this conversation? If he doesn't stop it, how can I stop it?
Yeah.
So he starts talking and everything, and then like he doesn't even ask me a question. But the way he ended it, it was like, what else do you want to know? Yeah. And I'm just like, Napoleon. You know what I mean? I'm like, is it true that he put his hand under his armpit? Yeah, you know, it was syphilis. And then he just answered me quickly. And I'm like, I just don't know what else to say. Yeah. And then and then this is when I know I'm done. I think this is when they know they're done. I'm like, oh, man, okay, cool. Well, we're almost there in 20 minutes, though. So, yeah. Okay, thank you. And that's how I kind of leave it.
That's a good way to
I don't like talking. If you just come and just start, how's your day? And any weird rides today? Yeah. But I think it's my fault, too, because on my Uber, like, it says, I'm a funny guy.
Oh,
You know
I
what I
thought
mean?
it was gonna say you're hard of hearing or deaf.
Yo, they be
So
doing
niggas
that.
want to talk extra to you.
Yo,
they're
you
like,
seen that?
Maybe he can't hear.
No, you see that?
Yeah, they do
but
that.
you know why they do that? It be a lot of
Because
these.
he can't speak English.
They can't speak English.
That's what I would assume. Yeah,
You know, there's a lot of like Nepalese or Bengali men that they really don't speak English.
I've seen
so
that
they
where
need
it's
that.
like, yo, this shit, like, this dude is hard of hearing.
I seen
blah,
that,
blah,
and
blah, blah.
homeboy had a freaking AirPod in his ear talking.
Oh yeah,
And I'm like, nigga, I know you
nigga
can't
ain't
talk.
deaf.
Talk to me. What happened? Like, you know what I mean? Let me know. Shoot.
Bro, that's so nice to know though, because I feel that a lot of times where I walk into a
don't
fucking
have to
Uber
talk.
and I'm just like, God damn it.
You don't
Especially when it's like a long one. I'm
Yeah.
just like, and like, so I'll let it naturally end
Yeah.
and then fucking just be like, just go to my phone. You know what I mean? That's my thing. I don't really say like, hey, I don't want to talk. But I am one of those people where it's like, it's weird because sometimes I can be cold to people, but other times I can be this like crazy people pleaser.
Yeah.
And especially when people talk a lot,
Yeah.
like just to be nice. Because in my thing, I think my mind is like, well, they should know that they're annoying me. I shouldn't have to take a firm stance and be like, leave me alone.
Yeah.
You should just kind of know by my tone, my lack of responses, that I don't really want to be spoken to.
Yeah.
And I don't really want to feel like I have to tell you, because if I feel like I have to tell you, then I'm gonna be mean.
That
you
happened
know?
to me.
But that happens to me all the time. Not just in cabs though, at bars and shit, and just shit. When I've noticed, I've had a lot of instances where like it started off as like a regular conversation, and then for the next hour, and I'm serious, like a solid hour, I'm just a guy getting talked at.
And then you just quiet. You purposely saying one word responses.
Yes.
Bro.
And it just doesn't. It's like, how do you not? If anybody watching this podcast is one of those people, how do you fucking not pick up on that?
Yeah.
The same guys
I
that
pick
do
up on
that
it immediately.
Oh yeah,
Because I like to talk. But
Yes.
then once I see if I see you looking the other way, I'm like, all right, man, but I'm gonna catch you. I'm gonna go do something. I exit.
I'm like,
I
this nigga
excuse
does not
myself.
care. And my thing is too. Is
I don't like
like,
talking like that.
bro, I'm a talker,
It's a
but I'm
random-
also like, I'm one of those people where it's like I'm quiet, but I'm also like, if I know you or I like you, I can talk for a really long time. So both of those sides of me, I guess, allow me to notice when somebody doesn't want to fucking speak to me.
Yeah.
But
I'll tell you, today, I had orientation, right?
Yeah.
For school, and
one thing I'll just say, the guys that just talk at people are the same guys that don't know whether or not their girlfriend came.
yeah. They asked you, did you come yet?
Yeah, they have no idea, no like frame of reference.
Yeah.
Of like what does her eyes say? What are her feelings? That's the thing. It's fucking crazy.
Dude, it happened to me today though, but with orientation, I was talking to my cousin and I was like, yo, man, I was like, we was in this the gymnasium and there's mad chairs and I was late, obviously. So I was late. And then everybody just looks at the door, and I'm just like, ugh, so I put my head down. I mean, but somebody was still speaking, and then I sit down, and then they're like, next to your name, you'll see a group number.
Yeah.
When we call that group number, go to this space and meet with that group. And I'm like, I see everybody, and I was like, all right, I'm group 6, and I'm like, oh boy, I was like, it's one of these things.
Can I see how does it feel being a college kid again? You're talking about you're missing out on Project X parties. You're about to get a couple more.
What's funny? It's like I'm a quickly answer that, but it's
You're gonna get canceled for fingering a 19-year-old.
No, get it, bro. I'm not even. I said straight up, man.
She was
faithful.
legal, but it was wrong. It was wrong.
She said she was 15. You ever seen that one?
Right? Like what the fuck?
Nah, man. I seen that on IG. Anyway, it's weird, man. It's because you like one of the old heads in there, and then I was looking for somebody my age. I'm like, damn, I don't see nobody.
Yeah.
Bro, and I'm just at least 25 and up. Like, let me see somebody.
Yeah.
I didn't see nobody, bro. So I was just like,
Werther's originals for the orientation.
gosh, bro. No, man, it was just butterscotch. But
those little strawberry candies.
yo, those are fire.
Those shits are fire.
But yo, real quick, so
They
then
don't
when
even
they
know what they're
called
called.
when they called the group numbers, we went. It was called strawberry creams. Strawberry creamer, something like that. It's pretty gay, but it's pretty nasty. So we go, and I'm like, all right, man. They was like, all right, our group, let's just walk this way. So we go to this room, And I told my cousin, I was like, yo, if they say, let's go around and ask each other's name and age and what do you like, I'm like, I'm walking out.
Play telephone.
That's exactly what happened. Oh, wait, man. Yo, let me tell you. So I was like, oh my gosh, they started doing the name and the age and what are you here for? I'm just like, oh my gosh, man. They didn't do the age part. And I'm like, yo, I'm about to walk out. And I asked the person next to me, I was like, what did they say we gotta, do? So whatever she explained, and I was just like, all right. So then boom, they come to me, I'm like, oh, they was like, how you feeling? That's the last thing you want to say. So I was like, Manny, nursing major. That's it. And it was like, okay. Like, they was expecting me to say, oh, I feel scared. I don't want to talk. It's 10 in the morning. I don't want to speak to you. But then what's crazy is that when they finished everything, the PowerPoint about, what to do in the school and everything, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, cool, man. We're about to leave. She's like, all right, we got 30 minutes. And then after that, it was like lunch. In the back of my mind, I'm like, let's just wait. Let's go. Yeah. She's like, who wants to play a game? And I'm like, my God. And like the majority of the people were like, no. Yeah. No. They were playing that game like Story.
Oh, Story. Yeah.
And I'm like, like I'm not doing this. So next thing you know, they started saying mad stuff and everything. And then they were going down and down. And I'm getting closer. And then the person next to me was just like, bro, I don't want to like deal with this right now. I'm like, yo, I'm about to, like in the back of my mind, I was like, I'm going to bounce right now. But I had an idea. So I take my water bottle and I put it on the floor. Yeah. And then I'm like, oh, snap. I go to Shorty. I'm like, yo, where's the bathroom? And she's like, oh, I'll take... Oh, no, because they didn't... what I did? It was this. Like, when it was my turn to say something with the story, I was just going through my phone. And they were like, okay. Like, it's like they're not getting it. I don't want to play your game. I don't want to fuck with you. So the last thing was another game where you pick a card, and it's like... It was like categories almost like... oh, what's your favorite TV show? And you gotta say it, but you gotta say something fun. Humanity. Yeah, but like a friendly way. So then I asked Shorty, I was like, "Yo, where's the bathroom?" She showed me where the bathroom was at. I was down there for a while, bro, just chilling. Shorty was like, cause she had to walk, go do something. So I sit on the bench. I thought she left, so I'm there chilling. I'm like, I'm gonna just kill like 20 minutes here. Yeah. Go upstairs, get my water bottle, and bounce. Tell me how she popped out of nowhere. She's like, "Oh, did you find what you needed to find?" I'm like, dang it! So I had to go back in that room. I thought they finished with the game. Guess what happened? There were 5 people away from me. So now I'm just like, So then after that, she's like with the card, and I'm like, and then I read it. It was like, what's your favorite reality TV show? I don't have any.
Couldn't you just be like, I don't want to do any?
They didn't. I just don't get it. It's kind of like there was almost
like it's not illegal, right? To like
I didn't want to be mean, but it's kind of like it's just too early.
You need to take acid. You need to take more psychedelics. You start realizing.
I just bought the book, wrong. The 4 Agreements. I can't wait to read it. Yeah, because maybe that would like help me with my anger. Yeah. Because I do have anger problems. But if she saw that, I'm just like, I don't watch reality TV. She's like, all right, pick another card. I'm like, I don't want to. When I told her that, she was like, all right, fine. And then
that's good on you for even going to the orientation. Dude, I wouldn't even.
I thought it was something I was gonna. I learned something that I had to do, but I should have never went.
I never go to.
But I went to the girl and I was like, hey.
That's why I failed out of college.
I went to the girl. I was like, hey, I'm sorry.
Finals. What is that?
I didn't want to. I'm sorry that I came out like that. It's just I don't really do that, And she's like, "Oh, I get it. It's early in the morning." I was like, "No, I just don't do that. I don't like doing that. And she's like, "It's fine." I was like, "All right, good."
Your games are gay.
Basically,
and I don't want to play them.
Basically, and guess what happened? Right after that, it was like, "We're doing a raffle." I'm like, "All right, I'm out.
Let's play Spud." I don't Red Rover. Anybody?
I went to the parking lot, got my car, and I booked it. I'm already awkward. It's already awkward because I'm pretty sure I was the only old head, a student there. Yeah. I was looking for somebody my age, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to see them now.
Did you go to the old head division?
Bro, I don't know. I should have. I thought I had a...
What school is this anyway? Can you let me know?
I'll let you know off camera. Okay. I don't want you to know. But yeah, it's for, nursing degree, because it's something that if I started, I just want to finish it at least.
Is it community or 4-year?
4-year.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I'm like, you went to community college orientation? Fucking.
That's why I was like 4-year. Let me see if I might get some information. But yeah,
let me see if I can join a frat. I would love that. Oh my god,
there was like join clubs, and I'm like
35-year-old frat guy,
bro. I always wanted to join a frat though. I was there, but
fucking hazing 16-year-old kids.
Man. I'll probably start snubbing people. Like, bro, I'm not. What? Spit in whose mouth? Swallow his spit? Nah. Oh, well, you can't join. Well, man, screw you.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I'm out.
Did you know you have to pay to be in those things?
I thought that was like a club. Like, no, it's kind of like
so it's like
a membership.
So it's like they have the hazing, but then you also have to pay dues. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
You have to pay that per year. So it's like fucking. It's fucking money sometimes. That's why like fucking.
You gotta pay dues to be gay. Gotcha.
Yes. Unfortunately,
they do a lot of gay stuff.
They do.
My friend told me whatever. He just I can't speak of it, because. Well, I'll tell you off camera. No, I'm like, screw it. I think they were doing something with like they were like almost half naked, and I forgot what it was. I want to say they were rolling on each other, and it's like if you're in your boxers and you're rolling on top of another man and then tip
oh yeah, touches, tip to tip.
That is disgusting. Like
T2P.
And imagine by going like the 10th roll, you already have an erection. Now you gotta question yourself. Am I in the right club? Should I be a sorority?
Well, just
the
like
way that the world is moving.
Well, just
nowadays.
how like Rudy Tentos created Rico in order to see if dudes were thorough.
Yeah.
Maybe there was another dude who was so straight, he was like, I need to create a frat to test if other guys are gay. I don't know. I just don't know about some of these men out here, you know?
Yo, I'm going to start the 10 Toes frat.
Hell yeah.
Rudy 10 Toes
Rudy
frat.
10 Toes,
well, it ain't even Greek, man. None of that.
Rudy 10 Toes Sigma.
That's it. Phi Beta Kappa, whatever it's called.
And on that note, we got to end the podcast.
Yeah.
It's getting late. We got to get out of the studio. Yo. Thank you guys for watching us.
Thanks,
we'll be back next Monday.
Yes, sir.
Good times. We'll see you later. Peace.